hot drop at a club to long lines at stores in the middle of the night. They were ready. Since early this morning, recreational marijuana has been legal in Canada. And in those new laws are potential lessons for Ohio. But getting marijuana in the closest province to the Buckeye State is not as easy as just walking into a store on the street.
No, it's not. News 5's Kevin Barry is in Windsor, Ontario, seeing what Ohio's medical marijuana program might be able to learn from our neighbors up north.
On the streets of Windsor, there are no long lines outside dispensaries or shops about to sell out of their product because in Canada's most populated province, the only way to get your legal recreational marijuana is through the mail.
I thought that was obviously a big mistake.
John Ledke owns Higher Limits, a cannabis lounge in Windsor, where customers have been able to smoke medical marijuana for nearly 3 years.
And that's how we medicate.
Michael Bino calls himself one of the regulars.
I was on painkillers and opiates for 4 or 5 years.
Michael says his medical marijuana prescription treats the pain just as well, with far fewer side effects. He says making recreational marijuana available through the mail first might keep away long lines outside dispensaries, but it doesn't tamp down the demand.
Selling so fast, so we need facets. We need stores, we need outlets, we need online services.
The Ohio Department of Commerce is responsible for licensing dispensaries for the state's medical marijuana rollout. They tell me they're anticipating the first medical marijuana supply to be limited and for whatever is available to sell out fast. Higher Limits is in Ontario, which is only allowing mail order until April. And John says long lines and sold-out dispensaries will be impossible to avoid, even in Canada.
The lineups are going to just exist now on the first day, which will be April 1st.
After Canadians have consumed their legal recreational marijuana, Windsor Police spokesperson Sergeant Steve Betteridge says law enforcement is on the lookout for impaired drivers.
Our enforcement will be targeted towards road safety.
The only difference now is that an adult can't be charged for carrying less than 30 grams of marijuana. But just like in the United States, impaired driving is still illegal in Canada.
What is a question mark is how much that may or may not increase.
The problem for law enforcement is neither Canada nor the United States have a widely accepted way to quickly figure out how much marijuana is in a driver's system. Like a breathalyzer can give a good idea about how much alcohol is in someone's blood. Officer Betteridge tells me until there's a similar device created for marijuana, all the charges will stem from how an officer thinks marijuana impairs someone's ability to drive. In Windsor, Ontario, I'm Kevin Barry, News 5.